Hello learners, welcome back once again in English literature class. I am Miss Uma Vidushi and in today's session I am going to discuss the question answer and the remaining exercises of the chapter The Marks, which is 5th unit of your Gulmohar English literature book. Before starting the exercises, here are some keywords of this chapter which you will find out when you will read the chapter. And I hope you have read the chapter very sincerely, very thoroughly. So here are some words whose meanings are provided to you. The first word is amateur, which means a person who engages in a pursuit, especially a sports. Second word is accompany. Accompany is a verb which means to go somewhere with someone as a companion. Third is taken in, which is a phrasal verb. It means that if you take someone in or if you allow anyone to stay in your house. Next word is threatening, which is an adjective. It means having a hostile or deliberately frightening quality or manner. The next word is occasionally. Occasionally is an adverb which means infrequent or irregular. Here are some more keywords for you. Honrous. Honrous is an adjective which means extremely unpleasant, horrifying or terrible. The next word is investigation. Investigation is a noun which means a formal inquiry or systematic study of anything. Then trip. Trip is a verb which means walk, run or dance with quick little steps. The past form of trip is tripped and past participle form of trip is also tripped. Then the next word is unfortunately, which is an adverb and it means unluckily. Next word is anxiety. It is a noun which means a feeling of worry, nervousness or uneasy about something with an uncertain outcome. The last second word is stammer. Stammer is a verb which means to speak with sudden involuntary pauses. Then last but not the least is trembling. Trembling is an adjective. This word is the present participle form of the word tremble, which means shaking or quivering, typically as the result of excitement or fragility. So I request you all to please go through these all difficult words of your chapter and learn the meaning of these words sincerely. Okay students, now moving forward to the exercises of this chapter. The first exercise of this chapter is understanding the text. And the first question of this exercise is tick the correct option. Where the first statement is the speaker told Feluda about the conversation he overheard because it was his habit to share everything with Feluda. Second, Feluda had asked him to share everything he heard with him. And the third option is it didn't or did not seem like an ordinary conversation. Yes, so students, the correct answer of this statement is number C. Okay, it didn't seem like an ordinary conversation. It was something very disturbing for Feluda as well as for Topsy. Now, Let's see the second question. Second statement is Rajan Babu had taken Tinkori Babu as a paying guest because first, Rajan Babu needed money. Second, a friend had asked Babu to do so. Third, Rajan Babu did not want to be alone. Yes, you are correct. The correct answer of this statement is number B. A friend had asked Rajan Babu to do so. Some near friend, some dearest friend of Rajan Babu recommended Tinkori Babu to be a paying guest in Rajan Babu's house. Third statement. Mr. Ghoshal was a suspect because Tinkori Babu found him untrustworthy. Untrustworthy means on whom you cannot trust. He collected antiques. Antiques means ancient things, old items. He was a crook. Crook means dishonest. Yes. So the correct answer is number C. He was a crook. I am writing the answers here also so that you can easily see which one is correct answer. Sorry, it's mistaken. It's number B. Okay. Number fourth statement. Rajan Babu and his son Prabir had not seen each other. What was the reason behind it? So, first option is from the time Rajan Babu had caught him stealing money, from the time Prabir returned to Darjeeling. This is the second option. And third option is from the time Prabir was very young. Yes, so the correct answer here is number first. Rajan Babu caught him stealing money from his cupboard. So, A is the correct answer of this statement. Number fifth. Feluda wore the marks because he wanted to scare the speaker. Here the speaker is Topsy. He wanted to try on the marks for himself. And last option is he wanted to see if this would be to any clues. Yes, as Feluda was very observative type of detective. So yes, it is true that he wanted to see if this would lead to any clue or not. So number C is the correct answer of this statement. Last, Tinkori Babu wanted to punish Rajan Babu because Rajan Babu's action caused Tinkori Babu to suffer greatly. Tinkori Babu did not win the race. And last option is Rajan Babu cheated and won the race. So here the correct correct reason for this statement is number first. Rajan Babu's action caused Tinkori Babu to suffer greatly, and due to this he want to take the revenge without harming him much. Okay, so this is the correct answer of this statement, number A. So I hope this first exercise of understanding the text is clear to you. Now students, I am going to answer these questions of this chapter. Here the first question is in front of you. After all he is ready had one shock, and who received the shock? What was it? What was the speaker suggesting? And this statement is mentioned in para number 16. So here is a statement which is spoken by Tinkori Babu, and he himself received the shock. And the shocking news was that Prabir Manjudar, who was Rajan Babu's son, had arrived in Darjeeling. And here the speaker is Tinkori Babu, who was suggesting that Rajan Babu should be told about this news. Okay. The next question is, why do you think Tinkori Babu actually came to Darjeeling, and in what way did his purpose of his visit change? And you will find the answer in para number 2 as well as in 45 to 48. So actually Tinkori Babu came to Darjeeling to reside there and enjoy that new city. Rajen Babu taken him as a paying guest on the recommendation of his dear friend. One day, when Tinkori Babu saw his childhood photograph with Rajen Babu in his house, he recognized him and he thought of taking revenge for his past sin, that he would cause trouble to Rajen Babu without harming him so much. Okay, and yes, and when he saw his photograph, at that time his purpose to visit to Darjeeling was changed. Third question is, I can't tell you how I spent night. Who said these words? What had happened to frighten him so? Para 21. So here is one statement which is said by Rajen Babu, and he said this statement, actually he was discussing about the incident, that terrible incident that happened to him last night, which made him very frightened. Okay, and when he woke up suddenly at midnight, he found that something very terrible, some ghostly masked face was bent over him. So yes, this was happened last night, and about which he is discussing with Tinkori Babu, Feluda and the doctor Mitra. Now the next question here is number 4th. Why was everyone surprised to find out who was culprit? Giving examples, say how the culprit managed to prevent anyone for suspecting him. Para 10, 12, 16, 21 and 27. So everyone was very surprised to find out the culprit, because it was just beyond everybody's imagination, everybody's expectation. The culprit was none other than Tinkori Babu, who prevented himself, okay, who prevented himself from suspecting, because he tried to deviate others' mind toward the other suspects. Okay. So here there are many examples where he proved himself very smart, and he told Feluda that Mr. Ghoshal may be the suspect because he was dishonest. Sometimes when he became successful in showing him as a suspect, then he started showing Prabir Majumdar, who was Rajen Babu's son, as a suspect because he caught him stealing money. So once again he tried to deviate everybody's mind. After all those, then after that he also tried to suspect doctor who always come to his house for inspecting him or for checking his health. So every time he tried others to be suspected, and this way he deviated everybody's mind. Now let's take the last question of this chapter. Would you agree that Feluda was a good detective? Give reason in support of your answer. Yes, of course, we agree that Feluda is a good detective, because he, at many places, at many paragraph, when you will read the chapter, you will find that he tried to show his intelligence, the way he was observing all the clues which is related to the incident. So he was smartly showing, investigating, observing the things. He tried to join all the link of the clues, and at last he was able to find Tinkori Babu as a suspect, because when he wore the marks, okay, that ghostly mark which smelled like chirot, and he knew that Tinkori Babu was found of smoking. Okay, so he felt that smoke in that marks. So from there he remarked that Tinkori Babu is only the suspect of this, he is only the culprit of this incident. So I hope students these all question answers are going to be very helpful for understanding the chapter properly, and it is your assignment to write down these all answers, word meaning, tick the correct option in your copy, neat and clean, and learn them sincerely. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.